I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Danans were still being ruled over.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
That's your 12th serving.
Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just...
We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear, I'll never understand you Renans.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city. So I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadheim has in store for Almadria. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
There's no point in reading it unless you plan on making it.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help. Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed. When they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said...
Yeah.
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadheim would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well... Is that...
Yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back. Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why, Ela?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. fresh compositions. That is what I do best. Now go!
Mom, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay.
Take this!
Look sharp! Here's evil!
Tiger Blade!
Go for the win!
Interrupted! It's go time!
I never miss! Radiant here!
I'll smash you!
On guard! One more! Tiger Blade!
Eternal devastation!
On guard!
Elusive deity! Dragon swarm!
Tiger Blade! Here's a healing art! Time to go!
You picked the wrong fight!
On guard! Tiger Blade!
Benediction
Far enough! On guard! Mega Ray! Crescent
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Tempest!
Going in!
Elusive, try harder!
One more! Tiger Blade! Mega Ray!
Here I come!
Going in! Plenty left! Art Steel!
Take to the fray!
Radiant Blood! Here! Let me help!
Prepare to be sealed!
On guard!
Appreciate the help.
Ready and in a bind!
Glacier Flash!
Eternal devastation! Eat dirt! Eternal devastation!
This one's
Make an
mine!
escape!
I'm ready! Where are you going?
Stalagmite!
Down! You're all here to
Eternal
heal
devastation!
First
Now
aid!
you see what I can do!
Tiger Blade!
Elusive deity!
Crush! Going in!
Pile driver!
Here! One
Eternal
more!
devastation!
Tiger Blade!
Crush!
First aid!
Appreciate the help.
Dragon swarm!
Everlasting dark!
Going in!
Negative
Eternal
gate!
devastation!
Resonate with the earth!
Downfall! I'm out of ammo!
I'm ready!
First aid!
This one's
Eternal
mine.
devastation!
All mine!
Back in the fray!
Burn!
Elusive deity!
Look sharp.
Cheating cross drive!
How about this?
Tornado drive!
Here I come!
Here's a healing art!
Going in.
Resonate with the
Take
earth!
I owe you one back.
I'm not done! Crush!
Going in.
Searing Flame!
This
Color
one's
scheme!
mine.
Reload!
Take it!
Can you take it?
You're mine! Mega Ray! Annihilation! Mega Ray! I'm all stuffed up!
Pain. Take! Can't get out of
This
this!
one's mine.
Here, let me help!
Smash you!
Tiger Blade.
First aid! Primed and ready!
Going in.
That tail's a problem.
Then let's focus there first.
Elusive deity!
You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Blade!
Pile drive!
First aid!
Take this!
Searing Flames! Reload!
This one's mine.
Mega Ray! Gemini Aqua!
Shield and mace.
Mega Ray! By the power of
Here's
one!
Try harder!
Mega Ray!
Not so fast!
Time to shine.
Grind you into
Denied.
dust!
Here's a healing art! Here goes!
Appreciate the help. One more.
Searing Flame! Not on my watch! Reload! Mega Ray!
Heal!
Annihilation! Hear me! Tornado Fury!
It's go time! Beckon into everlasting darkness! Crush!
Here's a healing art!
Resonate with the earth! All mine!
Tiger Blade!
Our arts are being interrupted!
Not here!
Radiant
Burn in hell!
Here! Going in! Here's a healing
No
art!
further!
Here goes! First aid!
Here I come!
For that.
Crush!
Primed and ready!
Seismic rupture!
Where are you going?
I'll face you!
Wasn't weak! Crescent
Here I
Moon!
come!
Mega Ray!
Eternal
Tiger
devastation!
Blade! Annihilation!
Make it rain.
Remember!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Rotating pile driver!
Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do! Stay focused!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Crush!
Leave the charges to me.
Here goes! Reload!
Not today!
Look sharp! I'll thank you. Elusive deity!
Eternal devastation!
Begin! It's showtime! Carve through armor! Elusive deity! Rotating pile!
You're mine!
Going in!
Benediction light.
Eternal devastation!
Gravitas field!
Eternal devastation!
Mega ray!
Going in!
That's it! Turtle blade!
Eternal devastation!
There! Flaming meteor!
Does it hurt?
Crush!
No further!
On guard!
Eternal devastation!
I never miss!
It's on!
Time to shine!
Eat dirt!
Elusive deity!
Lunar blast!
Eternal devastation!
Mega ray!
Eternal devastation!
Tempest!
Crush!
How about
Elusive
this?
deity!
Eternal devastation!
Rotating pile!
Can you do?
On guard! On guard!
Elusive
This
deity!
one's mine! Denied!
Rotating
Eternal
pile!
devastation!
Take
Take
this!
this!
Gemini Aqua! Not on my watch! Gravitas! Going in!
Smash you!
Eternal devastation!
Begin!
Tiger blade!
It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
Elusive deity!
Hear me! Flame of Crystal! Burning strike! Glacial Tiger blade! Here's evil!
Eternal devastation!
Freeze blast!
I'll thank you! I'll
Going
you
in!
with a
Here's the
shot!
healing art! Time to shine!
Eternal devastation!
Elusive deity!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Can't get out of this!
Time to
Eternal
shine!
devastation!
The sky is mine!
Crush!
Oh, suicide!
Eternal devastation!
Here, let me help!
Elusive
You're mine! Eternal
Here's
devastation!
the healing art! Time to shine! First aid!
Burn!
negative gate! Resonate with
Eternal devastation!
Again,
Crush!
going in! Gravitas field!
Dragon swarm!
Mega ray!
Raining!
Here goes! Power of water! Denied!
And more of this and I'll burn out!
This one's mine!
This should do it! Crush!
Here, let me help! Look sharp! First aid!
I can carve through armor!
Here it goes! You're mine! This one's mine!
What?
Tiger blade! Glacial spear! Here's the
Eternal
evil!
devastation!
This one's mine!
Crush!
Freeze laser!
This one's all mine!
Take this!
Eat dirt!
Here, let me help! First aid! Look sharp! That's it! Tiger blade! Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Ruin!
Elusive
How about
deity!
this? Freeze laser!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Here, let me help!
Here I come!
Time to shine!
Eternal devastation!
Seismic! You
Here I
can't
go.
get out of this!
Look sharp! One more! Tiger blade!
Here I come!
By the power of water!
Rupture!
Look sharp!
Elusive deity!
That's it!
You're mine!
Tiger blade!
Benediction light.
Radiant here! Bloody! I'm out! Crescent not in your dream! I'm all
Take
up.
this!
Annihilation!
Now you see what I can do!
Mega ray! This
It's
one's
on.
mine! Far enough!
Elusive
healing art.
deity!
You picked the wrong fight!
Rotating
Time to
pile!
shine!
Crush! Eternal devastation!
Flame of
Try
fury!
harder! Now!
Tiger blade!
Eternal
Blaze of
devastation!
fear! Here's evil! Going in!
Take this!
Tiger blade! Shoot! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almadria got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almadria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almadria makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almadria, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almadria has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Beifon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for?
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from...
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that...
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the...
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
I still can't believe what that Almadria did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah, there's no way she's getting away with this.
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almadria who did it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Danon mages to be...
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Danon?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shot.
You sound like you're okay with it.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels...
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother?
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the...
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a... We should really get some rest. I want to go back to bed.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. What's this thing? You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus.
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see and to amass such energy. Slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously. No one could have foreseen that something like the hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lord?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria...
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you?
What Deadheim did to that city? He didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danon. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain.
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like...
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was...
You mean Deadheim.
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim from, you may be able to free the Danon people. But that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in? I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is...
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only...
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well... I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case. but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be...
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally...
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for... I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been... Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. Nope.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to him. Madria. I'll ask Mahavar.